Here with George, we've won 3 goals. That was easy, wasn't it? Simple, easy, yeah. Not bad. Do you think we deserved it at the end? Do you think we showed a good character the last 10 minutes? Or do you think all the chances we conceded, it was just so lucky we're through to the next round?
You know what? I mean, the last 10 minutes we showed a lot of great character. I think mainly when ACHILLEA came on, but we were so lucky to win that game. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was like poor tactics. I mean, we started with the whole 5 at the back for most of the game, which clearly is not working, or just with the players we have just isn't really working. We seem to be so much better when we started to shift to the 4 at the back when Sessegnon was more of a left back, and then obviously Tanganga went to left back when Sessegnon came off. We looked so much better, and yeah, I feel like the tactics weren't really there for most 70 minutes of the game. But Dele Alli was a massive factor in that. I think as soon as he came on, he had a massive change in how we were attacking, because, to be honest, Son and Lucas up top weren't doing anything for the whole game until they had their chances right at the end.
They didn't have much support though, did they? Especially in the first half. We sat so deep. Do you feel like we showed Southampton too much respect? And as you say, as soon as we moved to 4 at the back and brought another midfield player on, had a bit more impetus on the game, we did look a lot better. So why is he being so defensive from the start in these kind of games? And I can understand against Man City, but it's Southampton. I know they're a good team, but surely we can try and impose ourselves in this game.
To be honest, I think he just didn't really have much choice, because we had Lamela and Lo Celso all come up with these knocks before the game, which I think Lo Celso was a huge miss today. He's been a baller recently, and you could just instantly tell, especially since obviously Eriksen's gone, we were missing all of that creativity in midfield when there was no Dele, no Lo Celso, and I feel like he kind of was forced to play 5 at the back because of the players available. But to be honest, I feel like he should have just carried on with the normal back 4, Tanganga left back, Sanchez, Toby, and Aurier. I think that basically has to be our back 4 for now until Davies is fully fit, because Vertonghen I think is past it. Love the guy to bits, but you can tell from today and previous games he's just not with it anymore. He just doesn't seem to be balling like he used to. But
the amount of times Danny Ings was able to run past him, it was just time after time. It was too easy for him, and it's also, I don't know if you've seen the pictures on social media and you just feel bad for the guy. But do you think his time's done?
To be honest with you, yeah. With Toby signing, I can't really see us giving Vertonghen another contract. I think he'll end up going in the summer for free, whether that be, I don't know, back to Ajax or wherever it will be. I can't really see him staying longer, especially when we've got a young talent, great talent in Tanganga coming through. Sanchez is obviously developing his game every week and is still only, 23 years old. He's going to be a great player in the future. We've got a couple of good young centre-backs that I think will eventually replace him. So it's honestly, it's really sad to say, one of my favourite players for Spurs. Been doing it for years, but just the performances just aren't there anymore. I think it's just his time.
Not only is defensively he gets caught out, but I think that those strides forward he used to do, he doesn't do them anymore.
You know, it's like Tanganga's doing that a lot. I noticed that a lot today as well. Anytime he was always looking to go forward a bit more with the ball when we went with that 4 at the back. So he seems to be like a great replacement for him down the line. But yeah, man, it's just sad to see, to be honest.
Again today, I think we had about under 40% possession in today at home to Southampton. As you said, we set up in a quite defensive way, 5 at the back. But is it a bit frustrating that we set up in this way and yet we still conceded so many chances? Do you not expect, if we're going to set up in a defensive way, at least we should have it tight at the back? And if it's not, is that not? Does Jose take the blame for that?
We should have defended so much better than we did today. I mean, that their second goal, when you had Son, Winks, and Dele all should have put a foot in to get the ball off of was it Redmond? Yeah, running through the whole team. And because we know they're quick when they've got Boufal, Redmond, Ings is a rapid centre forward as well. When Gineppo was playing in the league games and the previous FA Cup games, he was destroying our fullbacks. Like when we're going up against these fast players, we need to know how to defend well. And today I just feel like we didn't have the right players on the pitch, like in the right positions. As I was saying before, the wing backs just didn't seem to work. Obviously, we're trying to transform Sessegnon from a winger to a left back like we did with Danny Rose, but it just doesn't really seem to be happening yet. So it's something that would be great down the line, but currently I think we should need to go with our strongest, and that is Tanganga at left back. So
do you think it's more of a personnel problem than like tactics, the fact that we conceded so many chances?
I think so. I think there seemed to be a lot of sloppy mistakes, a lot of like poor passing between players. I don't think like it's half and half really. The tactics weren't really there. He clearly tried something different with this 5-3-2 formation and it just wasn't working. But then it's also down to the players to then produce something. And clearly they weren't doing it. So I think it's 50-50 blame, to be honest with you.
But do you think he deserves credit for changing it up and kind of, Jensen came on and made a decent impact. Dele, I thought, made a very good impact when he came on. So do you think he deserves credit, Jose, for changing things up and in winning us the game?
Yeah, definitely, of course. I mean, at the end of the day, he's the one that's got to make the decisions as to who comes on. I was screaming for Parrott to come on the whole game just because I wanted a centre forward. I feel like we were missing that a lot, but we won the game in the end, and that's pretty much all down to him for bringing Dele on at the right time, changing the game. Jensen, I think, did pretty well when he came on. Obviously, a few flicks and tricks, which was great for the crowd. So they were good substitutions. I think they were pretty much, and I mean, Vertonghen had to come off as well. So yeah, I think he deserves credit for changing it up.
And we got Norwich at home in the next round of the Cup. Do you feel confident we can go all the way in the Cup, or you still think there's a long way to go?
It's a long way to go, but Norwich as the next opponent, I think we should be all right. I mean, obviously we just about beat them here before, but we should hopefully have a better squad by then, especially with like Lo Celso won't be injured, hopefully, God knows, and then hopefully Ndombele is actually fit to play for 90 minutes.
Again, only an hour, so not a surprise about that, but it was a good hour.
Yeah, it was a very good hour. Just clearly is just still developing to the Premier League and like the Premier League standards. So just give him time, and he'll be the dog's bollocks really.
That's what it is, man.